So space cushion. I know people were asking yesterday, what is a space cushion? And it came up in some of our videos and stuff too, but for some reason they put it in chapter 7. So a space cushion is leaving yourself enough space between you, the vehicle ahead of you, the vehicles on the side of you, and the vehicles behind you. So if someone's following too close, you slow down and try to encourage them not to pass you. So yeah, you've seen this where sometimes if people are following too close, we try to slam on the brakes, and that can cause a collision. You don't want to be like that. If there's somebody who's being really impatient, just slow down, or like tell them to pass, or just wait for them to pass. If they're being impatient, they can go, like that guy said in the video yesterday, go and have your collision somewhere else. So if you're stopping behind another vehicle as well, so this is the space cushion applies not only while you're moving, but also when you're stopped. When you get your vehicle to come to a full stop, you guys are stopped at a red light, you also want to leave sufficient space between your vehicle and the other vehicle in front of you. The way you judge that is you want to be able to see the bottom of their tire and a little bit of the pavement. If you can't see the bottom of their tires, you're too close. And the reason why you want to leave that extra space, because you're like, well, what does it matter? I'm not touching his car. You want to leave that extra space in case, what if that vehicle in front of you breaks down? And then you have to, and you're in really heavy traffic, what if you have to get around him? You're trying to pull out around him. If you're too close and then there's a vehicle behind you really close, you don't have enough room to get out of that situation. So now you're stuck. So you never want to leave yourself in a position where you're stuck. You want to give nice, sufficient room and space so you can get out and around other vehicles. So you can see here in the image, there's vehicles that are all traveling with distance in between them. There's nobody following too close. Maybe those cars in the back, but I think that's just distortion. But these vehicles in the front here, they're giving them that space around each other and beside each other, behind each other. That's your space cushion. It's like your bubble. It's your little safe bubble. And you'll feel it too while you're driving. When a vehicle gets too close and it gets into your space, into your safety bubble, you feel it. You get scared. You're like, oh, that was too close. So you'll know what your space cushion is, and you always need to be able to maintain that space cushion by adjusting your speed. Oh, loading. So here's a quick video to show you space cushion. What I mean, what I'm talking about. This is a visual of it. So space cushion. It's not the pillow that an astronaut uses. It's your little safe bubble as you're driving. So following distance. So he alluded about this in the video, that space cushion is also depends on how closely you're following other vehicles. So when you're driving behind another vehicle, it's your responsibility to maintain a good, safe following distance. And the rule of thumb that we use is the 2-second rule. He did say count 1,000 for every 10 kilometers. That's a lot of math to do. So what we always suggest, and what's suggested in your book, is a 2-second rule, because that 2-second rule actually applies to any distance and speed that you're going. So you can see here what is a 2-second rule. It's how far away. So it's a measure of time, but the measure of time is calculating how your distance from the car. Okay, I know that sounded complicated. I'm going to show you a video of how you actually determine the 2-second rule. How do you use the 2-second rule? How do you know that you're 2 seconds behind another vehicle?
Do you know about the 2-second rule?
2 seconds.
Wait, sorry. Might have been
Do you
quiet.
know about the 2-second rule?
2 seconds.
Wow.
The 2-second rule is to help you maintain a safe following distance at any speed. It's easy. First, watch the vehicle ahead pass something, a lamp post, a sign, a tree, or any other fixed reference point. As the vehicle passes the fixed point, count off 2 seconds. If it's less than 2 seconds, slow down and give the car ahead some more space. In poor weather conditions, the distance between you and the car in front of you should at least be double that. The 2-second rule dramatically reduces the risk of collision and also the severity of an accident, should an accident occur.
So you guys can see what the 2-second rule is. It's you counting when the vehicle ahead of you passes a fixed object. Then you start counting 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, and then you pass that fixed object, like a tree on the side of the road or a sign. That's your 2-second rule. The only exceptions to those rules is, again, those are for ideal situations. You use the 2-second rule when the road conditions are good. If the road conditions are worse, you increase that, you double it or even triple it, make it longer. And the other thing too is commercial vehicles. If there's larger vehicles, you need to actually increase your following distance as well. You don't want to be too close to a truck because he can't see you. So we're going to talk more about commercial vehicles as well. But that's generally, though, in good conditions, regular driving, while you're driving in the city or on the highway, you can use that 2-second rule.